Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room, where I have an incredible future jet ski racing game on the Nintendo Entertainment System for you. This is Seicross, a game you want to play. Hop onto your future jet ski and prepare to race in Seicross for the Nintendo Entertainment System, based on a Japanese arcade game known as Sector Zone. Seicross surprised me because it instantly became one of my favorite NES games. I wish I had this back in the day as a kid. It's excellent! It kinda reminds me of Tron, except you're racing a future Vespa with laser beams. Keep an eye on your energy meter and make sure to pick up the radioactive waste for power. Or maybe it's just plutonium. Regardless, you need that or you explode and die. Don't forget to pick up some of the blue people stranded on the grid or whatever that is. They give you bonus points. Bonus points at the end of each round. Then move on to the next round, which is more difficult and insanely fun. This game just rocks. I can't believe I've never heard of it until now. Seicross, which features some pretty cool looking artwork on the cartridge too. This is one of these games that doesn't try to do too much on the NES. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It delivers advanced arcade performance. And by the late 80s, I guess these kinds of games weren't as popular as the side-scrolling platformers or vertical or horizontally scrolling spaceship shooters, but this one actually has a lot in common with a side-scrolling spaceship shooter. If you ignore the fact that you're racing, it's basically a game like Gradius. In fact, you're not even really racing, you're just trying to stay alive, shooting enemies, avoiding obstacles, and blowing up everything that gives you points. Not only does Seicross look good and play extremely well, I also really enjoy the music and the overall sound design. And by that I just mean the sound effects. It's a great game all around. I love this game. I can't recommend it highly enough. It has that perfect blend of action and the arcade risk versus reward scoring system. Do you try to shoot everything and collect all the points and little blue people, or do you just play it safe and get through each round? By level 3 or 4, the game gets really, really hard. In fact, I still haven't gotten through level 4. Those things that look like wooden T's will give you some bonus points and power-ups. And while the blue people will help your score, make sure to pick up the little nuclear symbols first, because it's easy to just not pay attention to your energy meter and explode because of it. While this is certainly not one of the big titles on the NES that you hear much about, you should. This is one of these games that age hasn't touched at all. It doesn't feel dated in any way. It looks and sounds really good. According to the internet, Seicross can be found for a good price, and if you're collecting for the NES, put this one on your list of must-have games. You will not be disappointed in Seicross. And on that note, I have a Classic Game Room shout out and thank you to send to a familiar friend in a familiar location, Ben from Buffalo, New York. Thank you once again, Ben. You always send cool games. It's challenging, it's frustrating, it's super cool. It has infinite replay value. It's Seicross on your Nintendo Entertainment System. 8 bits of wonderful.